In this video, we will learn about inventory management by help of a case of Cisco company. So let's begin this video. So Cisco's rise with technology. Cisco is an American IT giant founded in 1984 in California. Cisco systems specialize in developing, manufacturing, selling, and providing services in networking, hardware, software, and telecommunication equipments. Cisco's uncommon development occurred in the light of the fact that it was willing to face and handle the new market advances. All through the 90s, Cisco was flourishing with its virtually enabled supply chain. The organization process cycle was exceptionally dependable and had high customer loyalty. Cisco's network supply chain management. In 93, Cisco installed an internet based system for its large customers, usually multinational enterprises. This system allows customers to post queries about their software problems. In 1996, the company introduced a new internet initiative called the Network Strategy to leverage its network for fostering interactive relationships with the customers, partners, suppliers, and employees. Customers' order information flowed through the supply chain network, which consisted of Cisco employees, resellers, manufacturers, etc. Cisco supplier could clearly see the order information as their own production schedule was connected to Cisco's ERP system. Third-party logistic provider were plugged into Cisco's database via the internet. As a result, Cisco can at any time provide customers with information regarding the status of their order. To sum up their network supply chain, they ensured shorter engineering to production cycle times, ensured flexibility in design, revamping, and retiring products in response to market demand, ensured product quality through major portions of the fulfillment process were outsourced. Connection Online. Cisco revamped its supply chain management to reduce the long ordering cycles. Company launched CCO or Cisco Connection Online, which connected Cisco with all its suppliers and contract manufacturers. Large firms typically telecom equipment distributors or network operators lack the time to visit the supplier websites to order the equipment they needed. Cisco introduced the integrated commerce solution for these customers, which provided a dedicated server fully integrated into customers or resellers' intranet and backend ERP system. Now, about the inventory disaster of the year 2001. So, with new internet initiatives, Cisco seemed all set to even higher growth figures. But in early 2001, the global IT business slowdown and dot-com bust altered the situation. Cisco failed to foresee the changing trends in the industry and by mid 2001 had to cope with the problems of excess inventory. The company had to write off an inventory of $2.2 billion dollars in the May 2001. Cisco supply chain management failed to show the increase in demand, which represented overlapping orders. In third fiscal quarter of 2001, sales plunged to 30%, and around 8,500 employees working at Cisco were laid off. And the stock sunk to $13.63, whereas 13 months earlier it was $82. How Cisco returned from this disaster? It centralizes functions from each of its LOBs so that head of each division reported to the CEO rather than the presidents of the three LOBs. Customer focus was maintained. The structure is a type of matrix organization called the two hat model. So Cisco used this function structure to create an appropriate cost basis for the downturn, as functional organization drop cost in two ways. First, by consolidating engineers, and secondly, functional organization reduce cost by decreasing duplication and standardizing product and process designs. What is the inventory risk here? So excess inventory hurts in financial problem. Holding excess inventory for products with high value or short life cycles can get expensive. The strategy can work quite well. However, for low value commodity products that have low obsolescence rate, pooling inventory, creating common components across products, and postponing or delaying the last stage of production until all orders are in hand. What can companies do? First is a stress testing. Stress testing is a group exercise that help companies and understand and prioritize the supply chain risks. And tailoring is leading companies mitigate risk by building various forms of reserves, including inventory capacity, redundant suppliers, and responsiveness. The conclusion recommendations would be Cisco should add cross-function business council for each customer segment. The same people who had position of power in the function structure staff the council. Outsourcing was also the reason of Cisco's fall. Outsourcing didn't live up to the expectation for many reasons. Cisco relied too much on the technology. The goal of IT is to empower the employee, to give them freedom of space, scope, and access to all kind of information. So companies should also focus on the decision and judgment of the employees along with the technology. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for other videos as well.